Emmanuel, and welcome to Wednesday Words. My name is John Culp. I am a member of the vestry and the coordinator of the Martha's Meals on Wheels program for Emmanuel Church. Meals on Wheels here in Stanton is a 100% volunteer led program. It receives no government funding. So it raises money from donations and a spaghetti dinner and things like that, and uses volunteers from the local churches to deliver a hot meal to its recipients 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And Emmanuel has been assigned the first Thursday and the third Thursday of every month to do deliveries, so 24 times a year.
Good, you got a whole bunch of cars.
Yeah, I know. Good morning, Emmanuel. Tidge and I have arrived at Armstrong's Restaurant in Verona to pick up the meals for our Meals on Wheels delivery. All right, so we go to the rear of the building and go through the rear entrance to get to the counter where we pick up the meals. And there they all are, all bagged up and ready to be delivered. Tidge is going to sign the clipboard to indicate that we've picked up the meals.
Is this Thursday?
13.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
And away we go. Okay, here's Tish knocking on the door of our first delivery, and it may not be answered. The instructions told us if there is no answer, just leave the bag there, leave the meal there. So that's what she's going to have to do, and hopefully the recipient will be home soon and get his lunch while it's still hot. Okay. So here we are at the Hilltop Apartments on Churchville Avenue. This used to be called Gypsy Hill Place. So we're delivering 3 of our 13 meals here this morning, and you could see this is actually a very nice facility. And the apartments are old classroom buildings, so they're big and lots of windows. It is a easy process. It's easy because it's so well coordinated and put together. You are given a route sheet which has every location you will be delivering to and how to get from point A to point B to point C to point D. Very specific driving directions that are efficient, so you're not driving around trying to figure out how to get to the next place. And also instructions about, if there's no answer, where to leave the meal, and that's often the case, and things like that. So it's a very well organized program, so you would have no trouble with it. We put together a schedule on a 4-month basis. So the next schedule will be for the months of November, December, January, and February. And around the middle of October, I will start recruiting volunteers for our 2 delivery dates per month. And we actually could use some more volunteers. Our goal is to not have enough volunteers so that no one is delivering more than twice in that 4-month period. And also, the Meals on Wheels program itself is considering increasing the number of daily routes from 2 to 3 because demand has risen. When I first started delivering 3 or 4 years ago, there were 9 or 10 stops. Last Thursday, Tidge and I had 13 meals to deliver, and I've had as many as 15 at times. And the Meals on Wheels leadership is aware that they would like to, not overtax their volunteers with long delivery routes. So the process usually takes about an hour to an hour and a half. And you get to visit places in Stanton you're probably not familiar with. Well, that was especially the case for me because I was a relative newcomer when I started doing the delivery, and I got to learn where everything was in Stanton, largely by doing Meals on Wheels delivery. So I highly recommend you consider doing this. It's a very rewarding use of your volunteer time, and it's easy and it's quick, and we send volunteers out in pairs so that one person can do the driving while the other person is looking at the route sheet and explaining where the next turns are, and bringing the meals to the door and getting back in the car. So it can go quite quickly, and you're not asked to go in and help with the inside the house of the recipient. They usually often are not even there, and that's not expected. Just a friendly hello and how are you, and things like that is more than sufficient. So if you are interested in volunteering, just see me in church one day and let me know. And like I said, around the middle of October, I'll be recruiting for the next cycle. So I'd appreciate it if you feel like volunteering. Just let me know. Okay, thank you very much. Well, here I am. This is our last delivery, our last of 13 deliveries, though actually some of those deliveries were doubled up. So we probably only went to 10 different sites, but I get the honor of walking up these stairs. Anyway, it's been a good day for delivering, and we got it done in just over an hour. So it was an easy day. Thank you. And if you're interested in volunteering for the Meals on Wheels program, just talk to me at church one day. Okay, goodbye.